Hi, my name is Shamal Ben Shaki, and I am intent on making game development a load-bearing part of my life again, which is why I'm applying to join Larian Studios as an RPG designer. During the day, I work as a software engineer in Germany, but at night, I write fantasy stories, I design and run pen and paper RPGs, and I program castle sims. In particular, I thought quite a bit about Baldur's Gate 3, and I would like to present the most interesting thought I've identified and a different approach to concerning a very basic question. What is Baldur's Gate 3 actually about, and what is it trying to say? The thematic spine of Baldur's Gate 3 is trauma, more precisely abuse. Each of the companions has an abusive figure of authority in their life, be it a vampire lord, a lich queen, or an archdevil. And each of their personal stories revolves around their choices in relation to that abusive authority. Even the shadow-cursed lands are tormented and abused by the curse of Shah and Catholic Thorm. The tadpoles and the illithids are an inherently abusive concept, from the involuntary inception to the eventual end, referencing the self-perpetuating cycle of the abused becoming the abuser. Yet, by the nature of the power fantasy of an epic D&D, a Dungeons & Dragons adventure, the rules and systems of the game clash with the tender theme of helplessness and abuse. But with the end of the world to avert and awesome battles to fight, could this really be any other way? Yes. And the pieces are all already in place, needing only one, albeit major change, but a change not for its own sake, but to really say something. Exemplified by this character, and in this scene in particular. The Emperor has his metaphorical finger on the metaphorical button of total and absolute abusive power. Power not even our mythological heroes could withstand. Not only to subjugate with lies and manipulation, or threats, but with threats to withdraw his vital protection and let Metamorphosis do the dirty work. Or, if all else fails, total and absolute mind control. And yet, he does not use it. Of course, as an NPC, he can't actually use this power. His decision is not a result of mercy, but of impotence. Nonetheless, this scene alone, and his refusal to use his power, make the Emperor the thematic heart of this story. Which is why the role of Emperor, I believe, should have been given to the player. In a way, the player already has absolute control over the companions and the paths their stories take. But what to do with absolute control? Nothing. Do nothing. Refuse to use it. Refuse to perpetuate the cycle. Not just despite, but because of how simple it would be to exercise
authority.
Refuse to push the metaphorical button. Refuse to even threaten to do so. Refuse to become an abuser. Not out of impotence, but out of mercy, love, and kindness. Disregarding the evil playthrough, of course. It's so simple. And tonally, it would fit perfectly within the greater narrative. Most of the time, the good path in a companion storyline is a result of the player not interfering on their behalf, to let them make their own decisions on their own terms for themselves. Even when you're a hero and you fly and fling fireballs, sometimes the only thing you truly need is a gentle hand. And that's why this would be my number one change to really elevate the story of Baldur's Gate 3. Which is of course easy to say in the short and abstract when the game is not only already finished, but I've played it with fresh and unencumbered eyes. Nonetheless, I hope this brief presentation demonstrates not only my game designer's instincts, but my critical and creative problem-solving skills and my ability to devise exciting solutions. This was a short excerpt from a longer document I've compiled, containing all my major thoughts, and analyses concerning Baldur's Gate 3, the Larian design philosophy, Dungeons & Dragons, and RPGs as a whole. I should have brought water. The PDF in its 20-page glory is in the description for anyone interested. But above all, this application is a love letter. Be it in business, game design, or in life, sometimes we find ourselves in the shoes of the emperor, where every now and then the gentle hand might seem more effort than it's worth. And yet, Larian has proved their dedication to their principles, to sticking with habit of making thoughtful decisions. My aim is to become one of those decisions and carry the tradition forward. And no matter my success at that or lack thereof, oh, my costume, I'm glad I did all this. I've applied at Larian once before in 2019 as a gameplay scripter. But when I received the offer to work at as a game developer at a local company, I accepted instead of following through. The honest truth is, I did not yet feel good enough to give my ambitions, cross-country move included and all, an honest shot. Well, now I do. Once again, my name is Jamal bin Shaki, and this is my honest shot. And so for this opportunity to prove my younger self wrong, for your time, for your attention, and for your consideration, I thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you. God damn it.
And then gravity.